Hi, everybody. I will tell you, this is the first time. I've only been doing radio for about 2 years, and I'm usually in the studio all by myself. Nobody's there. I don't have a crowd. I don't have to talk to anyone. I'm nervous as hell. So I got notes. I noticed everybody else talked without notes. I've got notes. So we're going to start with, I know everybody's taking shots at Lion Ned, rightly so, but I want to start with some comments made by Speaker of the House, Joe Simowitz. And you may or may not remember this, but a few weeks ago, he spoke in front of the Hartford Viaduct. You remember? You remember what he said? He said, we have failed to maintain the roads and bridges here in the state of Connecticut, and that's why we need to have tolls. And my first thought to myself was, we? Who's we? You got a mouse in your pocket? I gotta ask you some questions. I know we're up here speaking about this, and I'm gonna give you the chance to speak as well, okay? Did you pay every single tax on gasoline, not the one, but both taxes on gasoline for every gallon of gas that you bought in Connecticut? Yes. Did you pay to register your cars? Yes. Did you pay to get your driver's licenses? Yes. Did you pay your sales taxes on your car? Yes. Did you pay every single fee and tax and every other dime that they demanded that you pay that you had no choice in? Did you pay those? Yes. Okay, now let me ask you another question. Did you decide to take that money that you paid and build a 9.9-mile busway at a cost of $1,000 an inch? No. Did you make that decision? No. Did you decide to build a high-speed rail that only takes 3 minutes longer to get from New Haven to Hartford than it does to drive? Did you make that decision? No. Okay, and did you decide to divert the money from the Special Transportation Fund for all of these other little pet projects around the state, as opposed to doing what they're telling us needs to be done, and that's to maintain the roads and bridges here in the state? Did you make that decision? No. Well, I know I didn't make that decision. I know for a fact I didn't make that decision. So now when you stand up here, and I say this directly, oh, hold on, see? No. So when Speaker Simowitz says, we didn't do what we had to do to maintain the roads and bridges here in the state, we had nothing to do with that. We didn't make those decisions. We did what we were told to do: pay our taxes, pay our fees, pay all this other garbage they throw at us. You, sir, and your party, and you other legislators, you decided to piss all that money away. And now you're coming back to us and demanding that we pay for your incompetence? I don't think so. I thought of this little comment here last night about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I should have written it down because I was laying there in bed from 1 to 5 going, how am I going to say this? How am I going to say this? How about this other comment that the speaker made a few weeks back? Opposing tolls without having a plan to oppose is both moronic and absurd. Basically, he called you all morons. How's that feel? Sir, you know what's moronic and absurd? After actually admitting to what is at best incompetence and at worst criminal behavior, you then want to turn around and ask us to pay more to cover your criminal behavior. And then you have the gall to insult and guilt us into going along with your plan to help cover up your actions. How does that make you morons feel? Moronic. I, for one, will tell you, I am a proud moron. I am happy to say I am absolutely a proud moron for opposing this garbage plan. Now, I brought this up on the show, on my show the other day, and it kind of occurred to me, and I'm taking this from the words that we've been given. Todd spoke about how this is a payback to the public sector unions and all the people that got these people elected. What he left out was a part of this whole plan. Because if you listen to the words of Governor Lamont, what did he say? We can't borrow our way out of this problem. And then he immediately turned around and said, but what we're going to do is we're going to put in tolls and we're going to borrow money against that projected revenue. I'm sorry, what? You're not going to borrow, but you're going to borrow. I'm not sure if there's a difference between the meaning of those two words as he's using them, but they sound pretty much the same to me. And here's the ugly little secret in this. This isn't about just buying the votes and buying the support of the public sector unions. This is also about giving a huge windfall to his rich friends. Because where's he going to borrow this money from? Not you, not me, I don't have enough. Bonds. They're going to go to Wall Street. They're going to sell this projected, never-ending stream of revenue to Wall Street, and they're going to get filthy rich. They are lining up to lend this state money based on this toll money revenue that they're got coming in. So this has nothing to do with transportation. This has nothing to do with infrastructure. This has nothing to do with any of the garbage they're throwing at you. This is about two things. This is about enriching his friends and paying back the union. So don't buy the bullshit. Well, Todd started it, I guess we can swear. So I want to finish up with one last comment here, okay? I really appreciate Joe giving me this opportunity. We need to keep the pressure on our legislators. We need to keep calling them, emailing them. Forget about Facebook. They don't read Facebook. I know. I've talked to these people. They don't care what you say on Facebook. Call them. Write them. Let them know. And let every single politician who supports this initiative know that if they vote yes on this, come the next election, we may not steal their seats from them, but we're going to do everything in our power to divert every single vote away from them we possibly can. Thank you very much.